bald-headed Gary Gensler market cipher B pattern. This is an emergency Bitcoin update. Red pepperoni tattooed nipples are getting lower. I call it the upside down sandbag freed bearish man breast pattern. Man breast pattern. Man breast pattern. If you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where every single day we do multiple live streams and give you the levels we're looking to trade for scalps, day trades, swing trades, you can go to jasoncaspertrade.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord.
So there's only two TA channels that I watched. One, Jason Casper. The other one was Jason Casper.
Here on YouTube.
This is known as the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market cipher B pattern.
We see another woman with upside down uneven butt cheeks. Red pepperoni tattooed nipples are getting lower. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. You can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord. We do multiple live streams every single week. We give you our levels, our trade setups, all that good stuff. And if you want to learn and get educated on how to do this the right way with longevity, check out the courses. 25% discount in the description.
Your degree in trans non-binary carbon emission studies, what are you going to do?
There's only two TA channels that I watched. One, Jason Casper. The other one was Jason Casper.
Here on YouTube.
So, technically I'm a professional freestyle rapper, and a metal vocalist. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. We see another woman with upside down uneven butt cheeks. Man breast pattern. Man breast pattern. Man breast pattern. As time went on, I said, what the heck, I'm just gonna show myself and just show aspects of my personality. And some people dig it, some people hate it. It's super fun because I get to just be who I am, and it's my business. I call it the upside down sandbag freed bearish. This is known as the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market cipher B pattern. In my opinion, once again, I'm just a freestyle rapper on a treadmill. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. You can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord. We do multiple live streams every single week. We give you our levels, our trade setups, all that good stuff. And if you want to learn and get educated on how to do this the right way with longevity, check out the courses. 25% discount in the description. You know what? I'm just going live. If I mess up, there's nothing to do.
There's only two TA channels that I watched. One, Jason Casper. The other one was Jason Casper.
Here on YouTube.
This is known as the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market cipher B pattern. This is an emergency Bitcoin update.
Red pepperoni tattooed nipples are getting lower.
I call it the upside down sandbag freed bearish man breast pattern. Man breast pattern. Man breast pattern. If you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where every single day we do multiple live streams and give you the levels we're looking to trade for scalps, day trades, swing trades, you can go to jasoncaspertrade.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord.
So there's only two TA channels that I watched. One, Jason Casper. The other one was Jason Casper.
Here on YouTube.
This is known as the dreaded bald-headed Gary Gensler market cipher B pattern.
We see another woman with upside down uneven butt cheeks. Red pepperoni tattooed nipples are getting lower. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the most timely and the juiciest Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. You can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead and click the link to join the VIP Discord. We do multiple live streams every single week. We give you our levels, our trade setups, all that good stuff. And if you want to learn and get educated on how to do this the right way with longevity, check out the courses. You know what? I'm just going live. If I mess up, there's nothing to do.
Here on YouTube.
All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed, guys. And that's right, your boy Jason is shorting a Bitcoin pump. Oh my goodness. Whew! I have to be honest, I'm getting a little bit of heart palpitations here just thinking about shorting the Golden Bull Run. Let me take a drink of this Zevia 0 calorie, 0 sugar, natural flavor soda over here. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Daniel Davis. Shout out to my man Chris who made that intro. By the way, that's a prototype. Shout out to Michael Jason. Is the Black Friday sale still going? It is not. We rejected, but we're consolidating. Yes. Yes. Now, guys, just so everybody knows, all right, I am not only shorting Bitcoin. I am in 3 long trades as well. Okay, so, you know, please do not misunderstand. I'm not necessarily bearish here, but we're going to talk about why I did take a short. And we're going to also talk about, well, potentially some different scenarios that are going to play out here. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Heine. He says ghetto video intro. Yeah, it's a prototype, man. We'll get the quality up. All right. We'll get the quality up on that. All right. Shout out to Storm Trading. Shout out to Chris Tat. He says good shorts at 37,900 ish. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna be getting into this Bitcoin price action. Shout out to Sunshine, having dreams at night with Jason Casper. Shout out to Luke Hemming. Jason is going to be wrecked soon because of the short. Well, no, Jason is not going to be wrecked soon because of the short. Jason has guaranteed to make $1,200 on the short and shorted it from the exact high. So let's. This, I'll tell you, this entry was, I didn't know it was going to be so dang precise. I limited into that with a tight stop, and the reason how I was able to get into that position was basically, well, it was a level that we've been kind of looking for here. So this morning, we had that 618 Fibonacci coming in right around 39K. And if we were going to get those bearish divergences there on the 12-minute time frame, money flow and momentum coming down could make for a nice potential short. And look, I mean, bam, baby. We hit that level pretty much to the dang dollar. And yeah, I don't know how I got such a good entry. I front ran the level with a limit order and it just happened to hit perfectly over on MEXC. Shout out to the Casper crew. Casper crew is absolutely crushing these charts, guys. We have been basically crushing it, man. Long in all these dips for juicy profits all the way through, and currently still kind of holding this long idea because although I am potentially looking for a pullback here, we very well may not get that. All right, Bitcoin, in my opinion, is looking still pretty dang bullish. As much as I was hoping that it could be a little bit more bearish, right? Not that I am a Bitcoin bear. I'm not. But I am looking for that 20% pullback so I can get into a really, 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 really nice long trade. If you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Stanley Forbes who took the short. Look, if anyone took that short, the only thing I can say is this. Make sure to lock in a profit. Make sure to pay yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. He's repented for his sick joke yesterday. Man, I thought maybe you were the Antichrist, bro. Alrighty. Shout out to Crypto Style in the chat. Shout out to Remy. Can we check Jesus Coin? Look, we'll take a look at Jesus Coin because everyone keeps talking about it. Alright, everyone keeps talking about Jesus Coin. We can take a look at it today. Alright, we will. So let's take a look at what the Bitcoin price is doing. All right, Bitcoin has come up to the macro 618 Fibonacci. All right, from literally the bull market all-time high. So let's go to the daily. Let's zoom out here and let's just take a look at basically what we've got going on. So if we put this thing on a log scale, right? Put this on log scale, we can see that the fib is literally, I mean, we are tapping into the golden pocket as we speak, right? We're tapping right into that 618 fib. And here's the thing about the 618 Fibonacci. As many of you do know, she is in fact my high school crush. Her name is 6Juanita. I was really into this chick in high school, and I thought she was into me as well, right? And here's the thing, I was in the friend zone, didn't realize this, didn't even know the friend zone was a thing. This is before MGTOW, before Red Pill, you know, before incels had YouTube channels. I thought she was going to say yes to my romantic inquiry. No, she rejected your boy Jay Casper. And the reason why is because she wasn't into a nice man, a man who would support her, who would work hard for her. No, she was into criminals like this guy right here, Sam Bankman-Fried. Right? She wanted a guy who could control governments with his laundered money. You know what I'm saying? And when we came up to that 618 fib level right here, would you look at this? Take a look at Market Cipher B, and what do we see as we're asking out this 618 Fibonacci on a date? We can clearly see that we have Sam Bankman-Fried baring his ugly chest right here on the dang screen. Would you look at this? I mean, this is just literally exactly what we're seeing here. Those breasts getting lower as the price is getting higher. The money flow getting lower as the price was getting higher. I mean, this pretty much is exactly what we were looking for this morning in the Casper crew for a potential rejection. Right? If we take a look over here at the Discord, right? We were pretty much looking for that exact thing to happen, right? Money flow coming out, momentum waves coming out as we tap into that golden pocket. Now, here's the thing that we have to recognize and understand about this. Could we get a significant move down? Could this happen to be the top? It might. It might. We do have bearish divergences on the 4-hour time frame. We have bearish divergences on the 1-hour time frame. We have bearish divergences on the 24-minute time frame here. But here's the thing. Throughout the entirety of this, basically, it is a bearish pattern that we're trading here, right? It's a rising wedge. Price is squeezing together. But there's really no sign of weakness here. There's no sign of weakness here at all, right? The first local sign of weakness for Bitcoin would have to be coming below this level right here. 38,254. And honestly, for me, the real first sign of weakness on Bitcoin would have to be taking out this level right down here at around 36,700. Why would that be a sign of weakness? Because this would be a change of basically the entire uptrend that we've been in, right? Now, for the first time, we're not making a higher low, right? So if we lose 36,700 and then we start to get a retracement, I'm actually going to be looking for more downside there. But unless that happens, every single move to the downside that we've been getting here has resulted in a higher low and another big push to the upside. And so far, there's no reason to think that this is not going to happen again, right? We can't really know when the top is going to come in here, right? So if we're going to be taking short trades, like the short trade that I'm currently in right now, we have to look at it as a scalp trade, right? We have to say we're looking for precise levels to take trades from. We're taking a profit early. We're locking in a profit, making sure we're not going to close this trade in a loss. And we're treating it like a scalp trade, but keeping a portion open just in case it happens to be the top. And if we start to see a real change of market structure, where, yeah, we're actually now making a lower low, then we could say, you know what, maybe we could compound the trade when we put in that first lower high. But until that happens, we got to play it safe. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to get our shorts pulled down around our ankles, you know? That's no fun. I remember when I was in high school, we used to play basketball in gym class, and I had our group of friends, what we would do is we would try and dunk the basketball to try and be cool, you know what I'm saying? Because chicks, they dig guys who dunk basketballs, you know what I'm saying? Man, I was dunking basketballs like crazy in front of 6Juanita. Well, here's the thing. We used to do this thing to each other. When someone would try and dunk the ball to feel like a boss, we'd run up behind them and pull their shorts down right around their ankles. All right? And I have to say, this one time, I actually did have that happen to me, and not only did they pull down my shorts, they pulled down my underwear too. And everybody saw the naked point of control. All right? Everybody saw the fib extension. And let me tell you, the fib extension, when he's embarrassed, he shrinks a little bit. He's not too extended. It was a very, very embarrassing time in my life. And from that point on, I realized if you're going to take a short trade in an uptrend, you have to make sure that you take profit early and move that stop loss to the entry. All right? And from that day on, I wore extremely tight tighty-whities, never again wore loose boxers in gym class. All right, I tied my short strings real tight, okay? And I recommend you all do the same. Okay, we're gonna tie those strings tight. So this is a pretty dang key level here, the 618 Fibonacci, for a number of reasons. Reason number one is because if we can reclaim this level of around 39, I give it. See, here's the thing: it is a golden pocket, right? So technically, this is the level. But the reason why this is so important is because this is literally the high volume node of the old bull market range, right? What does that mean? It means if we're actually going to reclaim this level and hold it as support, a $50,000 Bitcoin is literally the next target, right? I'm looking for a 20% pullback here, but we might not get that. The line in the sand for me is going to be this $40,000-ish level here. Because if we just keep doing something like this, we might just get another big break to the upside, right? So this is a very key level we need to really watch. When we take a look at the weekly market cipher B, we are still seeing that this wave looks like it's going to top out within the next few weeks. It's looking very similar to the way it looked back here, right? Back here when we were kind of about to hit a top. Looking very similar to the way it was looking right back here when we were about to hit that top. Looking very similar to the way it was looking right here when we were about to hit that top, right? And we only have 2 days left in the week. Now we do have a new month. We have a new month. The monthly candle has just opened up. And I do have to say, this monthly candle, it closed extremely bullish, right? There's nothing bearish about this monthly candle here. It's blue. It's true. And yeah, this is the second blue candle in a row. After we got a nice bullish kind of engulfing candle on the monthly here for the month of October. You know, Rectober ended up being bullish for the first time. So when we look at the monthly, we can really just see how easily we could get that move up to 50K, right? And fill the top of this value area if we're going to reclaim this level, right? And for me, a reclaim, guys, is a break above and then a retest as support, right? Because as it stands right now, although obviously Bitcoin can pump, and although obviously we can look for long trades on a local time frame to get into scalp trades and maybe hold a portion of it, as far as looking for swing trades goes right now, it's a very irresponsible time to, let's say, enter into a swing trade. And the reason why is because we're entering into resistance, right? We don't want a long resistance, right? It's like what your grandfather told you when you told him you were getting into trading, because he was worried about you. You were still living in your parents' garage. You had no job. You had no girlfriend. You didn't know what you were going to do with your life. And he was worried about you. He was getting older. He's like, Jason, what are you going to do, like, with your life? You know, you're a grown man now. What are you going to do? And you said, Grandpa, you know, I'm going to get into trading. You thought he was going to shoot you down and say, that's gambling, son. Don't get into that. But instead, what did he do? He gave you that smile. With the glasses down, that grandpa smile, he says, son, let me tell you a thing or two about investing, all right? Investing's so dang easy, even you could do it, Jason. All you got to do is buy low and sell high. That's all you got to do, buy low and sell high, right? Well, if you asked your grandfather, Grandpa, do you think this is a good time to long a swing trade? He'd say, son, what did I tell you about buying low and selling high? Right? This is what we're coming into a resistance. Objectively speaking, price is high. Why didn't you buy down here, son? Why didn't you buy down here? Be like, well, I was scared, Grandpa. Thought we were going lower. Well, son, you gotta wait for a pullback. All right? You either gotta wait for a pullback to get long, to buy low, right? Or you have to wait for a support resistance flip, so that what's right now considered high, if we break out above and retest, is now of channel-y thing here, right? And it is kind of a channel-y thing. What is going on here? We've been building up liquidity below the lows, right? The liquidity above the highs keeps getting taken. That's why we keep getting these pullbacks. We build liquidity up here, right? And then boom, we take that liquidity and we get a drop, right? We build more liquidity up here, and then boom, we take that liquidity, we could get a drop. Well, the thing is, there's a lot more liquidity to the downside right now than there is to the upside. People have been over leveraging their longs this entire way because it's been so safe, right? We just trail our stop losses, we just add to our long trade, make sure our entry is right near that last low, right? And so if we start to lose these levels, well, we could have a cascade of stop losses that just literally takes Bitcoin back down all the way to the low of the range, right? It's easy to get cocky when you're leverage trading. You go from this to this real easy, all right? You go from this, confident and happy, to this, all right? You don't know what's going on, but it's not good. That could happen real easy when we're building up liquidity below these levels, all right? So we are seeing a lot of things acting quite bullish. I want to take a look at the S&P 500. I want to take a look at the dollar. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got about 1,000 people in here. Only 200 likes. Shout out to Aaron G. Hop on out the chat and show some love, baby. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. And if you dislike the video, hit the dislike button twice. All right. If we can get 1,000 likes in the next 4 minutes, I'll give away 1,000 USDT. This is the chance. Gold just hit a new all-time high, guys. We have to check out gold. We have to check out gold. Why fibs on log and not regular? Somebody, and I forget who, but shout out to whoever came in this live stream earlier in the week and pointed out the fact that we had that 618 fib. So whoever did that, man, shout out to you, because you got me into this short here. So thank you. All right, so 145. If we have 1,000 likes in here, we'll be giving away 1,000 USDT. Smash up the like button, guys. Shout out to Stanley. He loves the Discord. Shout out to Revy. Learning a lot from the streams. Awesome. What am I sipping? Fit Genius 618. I'm embarrassed to say that I'm drinking Zevia Black Cherry Soda. It's one of my vices, guys, is Zevia soda. I know I shouldn't drink it. It's a waste of money. It's probably horrible for you. All right, I don't know what's in this water. It's carbonated water. For all I know, it's got fluoride and all this other crap, BPA and all this other nonsense, natural flavor. Who the heck knows what that is? Stevia leaf extract, bad for the hormones. Look, I know. But it's one of my few pleasures on this treadmill, guys. Besides all of you. All right. Shout out to Nita. Says, stop walking. I am head attack. 6 Juanita is my girlfriend. There's Mike, the one who stole my girl. Tom Crowd called gold an hour ago. Man, shout out to Tom Crowd, man. He's been putting out the fire content lately. Absolutely. Shout out to Pike 397379. Zevia is the next fentanyl. Probably. Shout out to Surface Oz. All right, cool. Yeah. So gold is hitting a new all-time high right now. Bitcoin is finding a little resistance here. All right, we're going to set some alerts on Bitcoin because if we start to pump, we want to be intimately involved with this pump. So let's go ahead and put an alert here that says Bitcoin pumping, BTC pumping. And then we're going to put an alert down here that says BTC dumping. Now, before we do that, let's acknowledge the fact that we do actually have a mini range here that can be traded. Right, we have a mini range right here that can be scalped and traded. Let's go ahead and pull the volume on the range. All right. Why did we reject from the retest of that 618 level? It's because it was also the 786 fib locally. Right, so the levels even in this little range are being respected. We're currently right now holding the value area low of this range, which is why we're getting a move up from here. Let's just appreciate the fact that we're making higher lows here, so this is not really bearish right now. And 6-minute money flow is also showing us kind of a bullishness. for a scalp long trade, I would actually be interested right now in simply just taking out this low here for something like this. Back up to the top of the range. Especially if we're getting bullish divergences on these lower time frames here. Yeah, so if we're getting bullish divs on the 1 minute as we come down here, something like this, that could make for a nice local long entry right there, right? Make for a nice local long entry. All right, let's check out the DXY. Let's check out the DXY here. Well, I just did DXY USDT. That's so funny. All right, so the dollar is getting another bit of a move down today. Now, we know why the dollar got a little bit of a bounce yesterday and the day before. It's because we did come down to that Fibonacci Golden Pocket retest. But personally for me, I was saying that I would like to see the dollar come back down for another low here. I would like to see it come down for another low before it gets a bounce. And the reason is because I think it would give us a really, really, really nice confluence with a few things. First of all, we can clearly see the dollar has created this level of support right around here, right? It doesn't, we could see it with support in May, support in January, support in the spring of 2023. Then we took the liquidity, we got to move to the upside. We've made now a higher high, so I would say this is a nice looking low for the dollar. But I think now we can come back down to test our base at around 101.5, right? We can come down to test our base. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now in the dollar, because I do believe we are going to see Bitcoin and other assets get one last major pullback before the halving happens in about 5 months, 4 months, give or take, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we see the dollar put in one last major hurrah. One last major hurrah to put in a double top before the real bull market begins. So I'm looking for the dollar to come back down a little bit lower. All right, and speaking of that, let's take a look at the S&P 500, which again, look at this, man. I told you guys why yesterday I was still bullish on the S&P 500. And look at this. Today, the daily candle is a bullish candle, money flow curve to the upside. And so I am expecting to not only put in another high from July, but also to take out this high right here. Because as the dollar tests its base, I would like to see the stock market pump like a wild lady in distress with a laundry basket on her head, running through the wilderness, looking like Janet Yellen with bearish divergences on her face. Yes, she has a toned midsection because she bought the 6-second abs. Would you believe getting toned abs only takes 6 seconds? It doesn't do anything for the chin though, and doesn't do anything for the face either. But if we do get that move to the upside here, we are then going to see on the monthly time frame an extreme top signal that we did see on Bitcoin at the all-time high, which is a monthly momentum and money flow divergence, which in my opinion could make for a very, very juicy short on the SPX. And I'm still long on SPX, actually, which we can't really see here because I don't have my VPN turned on, but let's do our best. All right, so I've got the trade open right here. I'm long from 41.26, and I've basically held it. I have a portion of the trade left open. Stop loss at the entry. I only have 13K left on the trade. I started with about 230,000 on the trade. All right, this is a setup we gave in advance in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. Shout out to the Casper Crew, man. We've been longing these dips, baby. Longing these dips, live streaming these trades. All right, currently still holding that long that I'm in right now. Right? Potentially looking for new highs. All right? So, I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking, bro, do you really think the stock market's going to hit another all-time high? Well, to that I say this, right? We can't really know for certain what's going to happen, but doesn't it just make more sense considering the fact that we've already taken this liquidity from February 2022, right? We've already taken this liquidity, at least on the ES. Not on the index, but we have on the ES, and I like the ES better for signals. Doesn't it make sense that we just go for the high? Right? I say it makes sense that we just go for that high. And based on what I see with the money flow and everything, I absolutely think that we can do it. Right? I absolutely think we can do it, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Unfortunately, we didn't get 1,000 likes in 5 minutes, but look, here's the thing. We have 500 likes. We have 1,000 viewers. All right? Let's give it another 5 minutes. Can we get 1,000 likes in 5 minutes? We can get another 500. If everybody just likes the video, we can do a $1,000 giveaway. All right? Edgar says this looks like a Bart Simpson pattern on the 15-minute. I don't really think... Are you talking about Bitcoin? Or are you talking about the S&P? The S&P? It does look Bart Simpson-esque, but here's the reason why I would still argue against. Is because if this was going to be a Bart Simpson, we wouldn't have broken this, right? We would have gotten a swing failure pattern of this. We would have taken that high and then dumped, right? So that's why I don't necessarily hold to the Bart Simpson theory. But here's the thing. Just like Bitcoin, the S&P is building liquidity below pretty much all these lows. And so this green line at 44.30, we could very, very easily come back to retest. All right, we could very easily come back to retest. I'm expecting Bitcoin and the S&P 500 to move together. But when we just look at this chart here, 44.30, that's this line. Let me make it a little bit thicker here for us. Look at how beautiful of a support resistance flip that would be. If we do just grab all the liquidity, come down for a support resistance flip, and then if we pull the fib locally from that last low to the high, we're coming down to the most local golden pocket as well. So yes, look, I do think if we're going to see a pullback, this is where it's going to happen. I'm not saying we're going to take that high from 2022 immediately. If we get a dip down to here, I will be looking to compound my long trade because I do see this as a major opportunity to buy in a higher low because we've made our high, our low, our lower high, our lower low, lower high, lower low. We've made our first higher high. So now we could look for a higher low either here or back down at our base. Those are the two places I'm going to be looking, either 4444 or right around 4250. Right, those would be my two areas of interest to compound this long trade on the good old S&P 500. All right, we only need 400 more likes. 400 more likes, and we have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes to get 400 likes, and we can do a $1,000 giveaway. Smell like the most disgusting, horrible thing. And also tell her that I'm always trading on the charts. I don't have time. I don't have time for anything else. You know, tell her that. Shout out to Patata 2020 from Ireland. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Alrighty. Guys, just so you know, on MEXC, my go-to exchange, they just upped their fees from 0.01% to 0.02%. If you hold 1,000 MX tokens, they'll lower back down to 0.01%. So that's why I have 0.01% fees on this account here, because I'm holding 1,000 MX tokens. But as you can see on my other account here, I am not holding the tokens, and so I have a 0.02% fees here, right? All right, we're getting those likes, baby. We got 1 more minute to get 1,000 likes. Can we do it? Can we do it? Shout out to Chris D. Shout out to Sue Deep. Shout out to Dusty Hunt. Why do fibs on long scale and not regular? Man, it depends. It's just a different level of confluence. All right, someone brought to my attention earlier this week. Someone brought to my attention that the 618 fib was just above us. So that's how I ended up taking this. This short trade. Woof, man. You know, I'm not very high tech, guys. So lights and stuff like that, hard for me to use. Ow, hurts my eyes. Sheesh. Alrighty. Shout out to Jap. 1 minute for someone to win 100K. SBF is in jail right now. Is that true? 21 EMA. How does the MEXC coin look? Bullish or bearish? I don't know. But guys, give me 1 second. I have to go check on something. Watch the trade. Make sure I don't get liquidated. All right, y'all, we back. All right, we're back. Do we have the likes? Dang it, we don't have the likes. All right, well, Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a move down here. And remember, guys, what we're looking for right now, at least what I'm looking for, is local support to be found right here. All right, 38,960. And if not that, we can then look down toward the golden pocket. Right, the reason why I'm looking for local support right there is because we have a local range to trade, basically, right? We have a local range to trade with a pretty clearly defined high, well, at the high. And I'd say this is a pretty clearly defined low right around here. So let's kind of watch what happens for price to find some kind of a bounce coming down to this level like that. And we do want to see bullish divergences on our market cipher B indicator. So let's take a look. It's actually looking kind of good right now. I have to say on the 5 minute, money flow's looking thick. 3 minute, not as good on the 3. Let's check out the 1. Dancing on the line. Let's go to our 5 second time frame here. Let's go to our 5 second time frame here. Because there's 2 levels of interest. Number 1 is this right here. And then number 2 is going to be this one down here. All right, so let's kind of watch this. Let's go to our 5 second. Yeah, honestly, if we get a drop down there right now, like right this second, like this, the 5 second actually is showing potential move to the upside from that area. If it takes us too long to come down there, then we will see this money flow come out, and then that's not what we want to see on the 5 second time frame. It's not what we want to see on the 5 second. All right, I'm going to set another alert. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Go down to our 4 minute. Do we have our alerts here? I thought we said alerts. Where are they? Where are my alerts? Alerts are gone, baby. All right, there we go. We're hitting the alert. Dang, see, it's taking a bit longer than we want. Now we're starting to see this. We're starting to see it get lower instead of higher. That's not what we want to see. We're already taking that low on MEXC. MEXC is giving us the low. We took that low on MEXC. Did we take it on Bybit? No, we didn't take it on Bybit yet. That's unfortunate. We didn't take it on Bybit. But I do have to say, let's see how this one goes. How this deep dive goes here. We're losing the level. How's our one? She's not looking that great anymore, guys. Not on the one. We don't have that div anymore. Alright? We don't have that div anymore. That's a little bit sad. Doesn't mean we still can't get a bounce, but for me it means if I was scalping this, I would not take this. So we wait for another low. Another key level down here at 38,654. To see if we see what we want to see. Right? Now we might bounce here. I'm not saying we're not going to because it is support locally, but I don't see what I want to see. If I was scalping this, which I'm not, if I was, I would not have taken a long trade right there. I would have waited for something else to happen. So now the next level that I would want to wait for is going to be down yonder, right here, to look for a bullish confirmation to say that we're simply going to stop out everybody who longs from here and then take the price higher. Okay? Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. You guys are amazing. God bless you all. And I have no desire to take a long trade here without much confirmation because that's just it. I have no confirmation. I'm already long from lower. There's no reason. Alright, we got about 1,300 people in here. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Man, if we get a super chat that I don't call out, let me know in the chat because for some reason my streaming software is not letting me know. Alright, so Stanley says we have a 1 hour bearish divergence printing. Yes, we do. So that's another thing for Bitcoin, guys. This is currently now printing. Alright, before it was not printing yet. But now we are absolutely seeing the upside down uneven butt cheek pattern on the 1 hour, and it is printing. Meaning the red dot is visible. Alright? If that red dot confirms, guys, I would say that this is a more bearish divergence than the one we saw over here. Because over here, money flow was getting higher as we printed that red dot. Here, the money flow is getting lower as we print that red dot. All right, so if it confirms, it might not confirm. We have 56 minutes before this red dot is set in stone. Right? So look at this. We are holding the level right now. We're holding the level right now. All right? We are holding that level. We have taken the liquidity from these lows. Right? We've stopped out everybody who thought they got a good long entry here. And they did. They did. Why did they get a good long entry there? Because it was the Fibonacci Golden Pocket retest from the low to the high. Right? Bounced right from the 786 Fibonacci zone. They absolutely had a good entry, in my opinion, if they were scalping this. Alright? But, now they're out of the game now. They are out of the game now. Let's check out the order flow. How's she looking? Who has actually been buying and selling throughout the entirety of this range here? Alright, well, we're not seeing any bearish CVD divergences here. One thing that I would say, actually, is that we're seeing bullish. We saw some bullish CVD, actually. We saw a lot of short trades open up here. They were unable to push the price lower. Yeah, so that's a little bit, this is actually a little bullish here. And then this is on a decrease of OI, pretty neutral. I'd say things look pretty neutral, maybe leaning a tad bit more bullish than bearish. Let's take a look at the volume that we got. So 25 million, 53 million, 25 million on the last attempt. And then we got 24 million. All right. I'd say we do have a volume divergence here. In other words, there was more volume back here at this last attempt at the high that we made this morning than there was here. So we do have a volume divergence, meaning this attempt of the breakout is happening on lower volume than the last attempt of the breakout, which is not a very, very bullish sign. But that's not a bullish sign when you're trying to break out on low volume, right? Volume is the oxygen that gives you the fuel for the fire to pump the Bitcoin price, baby. All right? So that is not very bullish, in my opinion. Shout out to Ann and can you look at AVAX? Yeah, we could look at good old AVAX. All right, Joe Potter's long and strong, baby. Yeah, I mean, look, just because we have low volume doesn't mean that we're gonna go straight down to Sheol. Yeah, we can take a look at AVAX. Shout out to Crypto CX Trader. It says click the like button. All right, getting an alert here. Bitcoin dumping. All right, let's take a look at AVAX. AVAX USDT. Let's check out the daily. Let's just look at this thing objectively here. Alright, so what has AVAX done? The same as a lot of other altcoins AVAX has done. Let's mark out some key levels for AVAX. We know unequivocally that we have a key resistance right over here at 44.58. That is a key resistance, 44.58. Yeah, it's going to be key resistance right there. Let's put this on log again. Let's pull our fib from high to low. Yeah, so 44.58, guys, is going to be very, very key resistance. Golden Pocket and that May 2022 daily order block. Let's pull the volume here. Take a look. All right, so we are finding resistance at the local value area high of the range. Let's pull our fib from this last high to the low. Confluence with the Golden Pocket right here, guys. So we are at resistance for AVAX, which doesn't necessarily mean anything in particular because we don't have bearish divergences on the daily time frame. When we made that high, we do have some slight bearish divs on the 4 hour. But look, the 4 hour money flow is already turning back to the upside here after we did find a support with a hidden bullish divergence here. So let's see. All right. So on AVAX, I would say this, like, right now, I like this little chunk of price action because we have ourselves a zone of support, a historical zone of support, right down here, this last little consolidation before the breakout. And objectively speaking, we do have bearish divergences. We even have a hidden bearish divergence here on the 4 hour right now. Is that a hidden div? Yeah, that is that. No, I'm sorry, it's not a hidden. It's not a hidden div. It was close, but not quite. So I would be interested in looking for a long on AVAX around $19, $18.50 in that Golden Pocket 786 zone. If we come down here and we take out both of these lows into this high volume node on the 786 Golden Pocket area, we could be printing a bullish divergence on the 4 hour time frame with the money flow turning back up. And in that case, we could look for the daily to continue with its momentum wave to the upside. And then we could target, I'm not saying we're going to get there, but we could target at least back up to the high of the range, right? So we could target at least back up to the high. That's a 4-to-1. But we could also target up to the Golden Pocket right there. Because based on what I see here, this is a really nice level where I would be interested. I would be interested. Let's pull the volume over here. Take a look at this. Yeah, oh my goodness, wow. Wow. Okay, guys. Yeah, so yes. The 786 is the juiciest level here. All right. Let's look for more something like this. All right, it's the highest volume node of the entire range. It's the 786 fib, and it allows us to basically stop out all these guys. This could be a really, really nice one, in my opinion. That could be a really, really nice one. Because, again, the 4-hour, in my opinion, in a very bullish environment, the 4-hour, the money flow coming to the 0 line acts as support. Right? We see this a lot. We've seen it with Bitcoin recently. Right? Look at this. Bitcoin recently, when we've been in this strong uptrend, the 4-hour money flow coming to purple is acting as our support. Right? And look at this as well. This is a great example, I think, of what we might see with AVAX. This is what I'm looking to kind of have with AVAX, right? We got our divergences, we take the lows, and when we come down to the low, we print the bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame, and then we put in that high, right? This is kind of what I'm kind of envisioning here. So that could be a nice one on the old VAX. On AVAX. Just one VAX. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way. I really appreciate it. All right, Bitcoin's coming back down to our level here. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Zigzag. Hopes I'm buying some Casper. What streaming software do I use? I've been using Ecamm Live. Shout out to Stanley Forbes. He says, "Yo, Jay, great trades these last weeks. God bless you. God bless you too. Congratulations on the good trades." Shout out to Aaron G for shouting out Stanley. Shout out to Joe Potter. Shout out to Splashfire Films. I hit 100,000 subs before Bitcoin hit $100,000. Long to stream, baby. Crypto Crank says, great short setup for AVAX, 100% pump under 2 weeks. All right, you're long AVAX at 22.4. You're long at 22.4. Oh my goodness. Well, look, I can't tell you when to get out of a trade, but my personal rule is, if I'm in a long trade that I wouldn't enter, right now, I get out, right? Would you long AVAX right now? If you were looking at this chart right now, would you long AVAX? If the answer is no, close the trade and then go back to the drawing board. Otherwise, you're just gambling. There's no reason to hold on to a trade that you're not, you know it's not a good trade. There's no reason for that, you know? If you can find a reason to long here, then hey. But my own personal rule is I'm not going to hold on to a trade that I'm just going to sit there and say, I don't know, you know, because you have no plan. So you have no idea right now how much you're going to risk, which is gambling, right? How much money is on the trade? How much will you lose if you get liquidated? You know, if you trade this way, you will lose everything over the long term. If you don't have an exit plan when you first enter a trade, you're going to lose everything. Before you even enter any trade, you need to know where your stop loss is going to be, where your take profit is going to be, how much money you're putting on the trade, how much you will lose if you get stopped out, and how much you will make if your take profit gets hit. If you don't have that information in advance, do not even open a trade. Because then you're not trading, you're gambling, right? Trading is calculated risk using good risk management. That's what trading is, right? You calculate the risk. You say, I know there's a risk, but the risk is worth it because of the potential reward, and I also know the risk is worth it because if I lose money here, I'm taking my trade selectively so that the next trade I take will make that money back and more. Yo, 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 shout out to Cyberpunk Monkey. Alright, this guy wants everyone to spam the chat to look at STX. Don't spam the chat, guys. Don't spam the chat. Yeah, we've all longed the top before. It's never a fun time to long the top. Never a fun time for long on the top. All right, Bitcoin getting a little bit of a move up here. Look at that. Look at that. All right, big decrease of open interest. A lot of longs basically stopped out here. That's how stop hunts work. You stop out the longs and then you pump. That's basically how it works, guys. Man. All right, what are we gonna look at? Should we look at Ripple? Should we look at XRP? XRP USDT. How's Ripple looking? Man. It's looking pretty, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't like what I see for Ripple. There is support at the value area high, 50 cents. The reason I don't like that is because we would have wanted to see this high get taken to have a good bullish market structure. But, yeah, support right now, 50 cents. Is a nice looking support. It's just a support resistance flip. If we look at this as an anomaly, I think this is fake news. Fake news or something happened. Or maybe real news, I don't remember. So if we look at that as a total anomaly, then the 50 cent zone is good support for XRP. Yeah, and as for resistance goes, I mean, we've already hit into our resistance here. Our local resistance, so yeah, I wouldn't really be looking for any shorts on XRP right here. I mean, this is where I would have looked for a short on XRP, the golden pocket retest. But yeah, to the downside, I say 50 cents looks pretty nice for potential support. It really does depend on like what Bitcoin's going to do here, because if we see these bearish dips start to play out on Bitcoin, then, you know, we know it's going to wreck all these altcoins as well. Right? So if Bitcoin's tanking like a lead brick through a hot plate of melted butter, then we can't expect that to hold support either. You know, we can't expect that to hold support either. Alright. Alright, Bitcoin's now going for this low. And actually, we might actually find a little bounce here. We might get a little bounce here. Thus far, I'd say that the lower time frames actually look kind of nice if we take this low quick for a little bounce for Oni and Queso. Chainlink is looking great. It's been pumping on Bitcoin pullbacks. Interesting. Let's take a look at Chainlink, and then we'll look at Jesus Coin. All right, we'll look at Jesus Coin. All right, everyone's talking about it. Let's look at Chainlink. Let's first watch Bitcoin take this low. She's reluctant to do so, that feisty little one. All right, we'll take a look at Chainlink. Wow. Alright, so Chainlink is forming a bull flag. This is not like Bitcoin's bearish pattern. Now, this is like Bitcoin's bearish pattern right here, right? And that broke to the upside. So this could happen with that could happen with Bitcoin, right? This, I would say, this is on the daily time frame. I would not consider this to be bearish. Let's go to the 4-hour. Nah, I wouldn't consider this to be bearish. Alright, let's kind of take a look at Chainlink. Oh, man. Okay, so I do have to say this, right? We have this support resistance flip at 1223 from that May 2022 order block. in an extremely bullish scenario here. Coming down to the golden pocket could be extremely nice to take a long trade from. Right? We basically we're going to be retesting this old support resistance flip right here into the golden pocket 786. And we could even do so with bullish divergences on that 4-hour time frame. That looks really nice. 12.23. That looks pretty dang nice to me. Oh man, look at this. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin. She took the low. She took the low. Let's check out the market cipher B. Actually, on the 1 minute, money flow sucks. The 5 second also money flow unfortunately sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Once again, doesn't mean we can't bounce from here, but again, if I was scalping this, I would not take this trade here. My confirmations are not here. Doesn't mean we can't bounce, but as far as my scalping strategy goes, I would not long this. I would now wait for the golden pocket. Maybe even front run the golden pocket. The next major level we have is going to be this one here. So let's see what happens as we come down to that area. Of course, look, we could pump from here because we did just get a liquidity grab from this low. But based on what I'm seeing, that does not fit my 5 second scalping strategy, so I would have wanted to see the money flow getting higher, and we didn't see it, right? Unfortunately. But this could be a bottom, this could be actually a bounce, because Bitcoin has been taking moves without confirmations, but for me, it would be a no trade if I was actually actively scalping this. It would be a no one, a no trade. All right, so short trade is up 59%, long trade is up 181%. I still got multiple longs open on Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoin trader. I like to trade Bitcoin. Bitcoin's what I do. I'm short on Binance Coin still because why not? Why not, you know? Am I all in on Jesus Coin? You know, I don't appreciate a coin called Jesus Coin, I'll be honest with you. Right? I don't appreciate it. But we'll take a look at it. I mean, it looks like Garbaggio. But here's the thing. Alright? Here's the thing. It's not on MEXC. But I know this coin has a lot of shills going around, pumping the price. Just like the Casper crew pumps Dark Shield, baby. But, look, it's so dang cheap right now. If this is going to pump in the bull market, I'm not going to sit here and say it's a bad idea. Because, I mean, even if it goes all the way down to zero, let's say you throw $100 on it, right? This is my philosophy on coins like this nonsense, right? You throw $100 on it, what's the worst that could happen is you lose $100, right? If it does pump, like we know these crazy altcoins pump, let's say it goes up like 10,000%, right? 90,000%. I mean, you know, let's just say it goes up to 0.00002 cents. I mean, you're talking a crazy gain on your money, right? Let's say you throw $100 on this. You're either going to lose $100 if it goes down to zero, or, you know, let's say it does go up to point. Yeah, I mean, yeah, imagine the gains if it goes up 50,000% on $100. That's insane. So it's like basically a no risk for a potential reward. If it has this many shills, as it has a lot of shills, clearly, you guys know how meme coins have been in the bull market last time. They're probably going to be like that again this time because people are going to be getting into these meme coins thinking it's the next Bitcoin, people that don't know anything about crypto. It could pump, right? I don't know. So, Look, when it comes to stupid coins like this, you can't do analysis on it. There's no way to analyze this chart. This is garbage, right? It's either going to pump or it's going to do nothing. So, in my opinion, because the bull market hasn't started yet, if you think this is going to have hype in the bull market, now's the time to get a little bit, right? You're understanding it's a gamble. You're understanding you're not trading. You're taking a gamble saying, you know, I have a feeling that this is going to, from all the hype and all the shills, this is going to pump. Let me get a little bit now, put a little bit of money in here because a little bit of money could make me a lot of money. You know, that's my outlook on this. Wrong screen. All this time with the wrong screen. All this time with the wrong screen. Dang. Shout out to Splashfire Films, baby. It's dark and it's a shield. Well, anyway, it doesn't matter that we couldn't see the chart, because everything I said is exactly how I feel. If this meme coin is going to pump, and you think it's going to pump, now's the time to get some. With a small bag, because, you know, $100, $1,000 can make you a lot of money if this thing pumps. You know? And it probably will pump, let's be honest, man. With all the people shilling it, it wouldn't surprise me. Whenever I see a coin and I'm like, oh, come on, that coin pumps, you know? Whenever I see a coin, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Well, next thing you know, I'm watching Ivan on Tech, Good Morning Crypto, and he's talking about, you know, you gotta respect the pump. All these coins pumping, he's gonna be like, this coin's gonna be on there, I'm telling you. Great way to make money. But you have to approach it understanding, number one, it's a gamble. I don't really have a plan for this. And you have to make a plan to the best of your abilities, which means know when you're going to sell if it gets to a certain price, so you're not holding the bag up and then holding it back down, right? And then understand that it's temporary. Don't fall into the euphoria, you know, when your $50,000 account is hundreds of thousands or more, and then you hold it back all the way down. Like, don't be that person, right? If you're buying a coin, like any meme coin, anything that's not like a real good project, and it makes you money, take that money. Go do something good with that money. You know? money is worthless unless you actually take it out and do something with it. Whether you save it or actually use it to buy something that's gonna like improve you or someone else's life. Yeah, that's good. Crypto cow put gambling as an investment is wrong. Gambling as entertainment is entertainment. That's for sure. If it's money that you can afford to lose, I don't see anything wrong with that, right? If you're weighing out the pros and cons, you're saying, look, I have a hunch this could pump, and I also know that if I lost this money today, if I burned it or threw it down the toilet, it wouldn't affect my life in any way. Go for it, right? Why not? It's kind of like a win or break-even situation, right? If $100 is nothing to you, it's either a win or a break-even situation, right? If I lost $100 today, then I wouldn't care at all tomorrow. Not at all, right? But if there's a chance that $100 could turn to 100 grand, you know, it might be worth that risk. Shout out to Metaspawn, got a treadmill. $200 on Amazon, no handles. Yeah, that's what I got too, man. I got the cheap one on Amazon. Yeah, that's the way to go. All right, so the Fed pivot charts, S&P always dumps. Interesting. How did Jerome Powell, was he hawkish or dovish today? I didn't even listen to his speech. I was on the road. Yeah, take the money and run. Yeah, my treadmill has no handles. It's a cheap one on Amazon. I got two of them in case one burns out. You know, it was cheap, and look, it's been a life changer, I have to say. Oh, he was dovish. Interesting. All right, he was dovish. So maybe we are going to see that last big pump on the stock market, guys. Shout out to Casual TA Jesus. He says, "Did you buy GameSwift?" I'm in from 0.04. Bro, I can't tell if you're trolling or what. So let's check out GameSwift. Is this a stock or is it a crypto? What's the ticker? What's the ticker? He said the rate cuts were premature. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of hawkish. That's kind of hawkish then. Shout out to AZTV who goes to the gym and charts and trades, man. Yeah, I did that too. Like, you know, I went on a little vacation with my wife, our baby moon. Last little getaway before we have a baby again. We're in that phase right now in life where the kids are old enough where we can kind of live a normal life, but we're about to have another baby. So we got away and went to a hotel, and yeah, I was up there on the treadmill charting and stuff. It actually, that hotel I went to had the nicest gym I've ever been to. It had a whole bunch of Rogue equipment. Barbells, cages, bumper plates. I actually had a legitimate workout, like at a hotel. Can you believe that? I had a legitimate workout at the hotel. That was nice. That's a nicer gym than I have. I have the cheapest gym ever. Most of my stuff I got for free on Facebook Marketplace before 2020, when people were trying to get rid of gym equipment. And then I just got cheap stuff on Amazon also before 2020, where you could get a nice power cage. You could get a nice rack for like $250, $250. Did anyone recognize me? Nah. I'm always scared someone is gonna recognize me in public, you know? But I'm used to it. I've always been what is it? A little bit famous in life. Like before I did this, I was in a metal band that was kind of also well known, so I'd go out to like places and people would recognize me. And yeah, but I don't know. I always people would know it's Jason Casper because I've got, you know, a Market Cypher shirt on, which I actually do wear every day. It is garlic planting season, Splashbar Films. It is garlic planting season. Alright, so look at this, guys. I would have to say that the Bitcoin has taken this liquidity from right here, taking that low, and we're forming a little range here. Let's check out the order flow. Big decrease of OI. We had a few shorts open up at the high. They're now those shorts are closing out. We have a very, very slightly bullish CBD here, 46 to 45 million. About like a million shorts got absorbed here, but now most of them are closing out, right? So about a million shorts get absorbed right here. Now most of them are out. So that's not a very, very strong signal, but yeah, I know we have the 1 hour bear div. J-Boy Bush will give me a hug. Bro, I would give you a hug too, man. I would give all of you guys a hug. Just kidding, I'm not a hugger. I'd definitely give you all a fist pump. A metal band, can I do a live performance? Oh man, you know how I do on here. What do I think of TradingView's new TPO indicator? Is that just the one called TPO? I actually think it's kind of nice. I think it's kind of nice. Yeah, so let's take a look at it actually. Oh wow, it's a beta, so it is new. Nice. Very nice. Let's go to the half-hour time frame here. I like it, man. Look at this. So, look, we've got our volume and time points of control. I like that a lot. You could even mark out the naked daily point of control that we got down here, 36,530, give or take. Looks like we have a naked daily point of control right there. I like this. This is nice. This is nice. It's nicer than that other indicator, but shout out to whoever made that other indicator because that was also nice. Yeah, this is really nice. Man, this is a game changer once people find out about this. It's gonna make trading single prints a little less effective, probably. Nah, I don't know. Does it mark out single prints for you? It does not, but you can still see them here. So we have a single print right here. We have a single print right here. Let's see if we double click it. Nah. Okay, but that's fine. We don't need to have them mark the single prints for us. This is also looks like a point of control. Was that the same one we were looking at? 36.75. Yeah, look at this. 32K single prints. This is a nice area of support right here. Man, I forgot about this. I would not shut up about this level when we first got this first pump. So this is good to keep on the radar. We've got those single prints right there at 32K. That could actually be a really nice support right there, 32K. That could be a nice one. What's Bitcoin doing? Well, Bitcoin came up to the 618 Fibonacci on log scale, got the rejection literally to the dollar. Now we're coming down. We've just taken this liquidity here, and we're getting a move back up. That's what's happening. So I didn't long it. I was looking to long it, but I didn't get any confirmations here. So I didn't take a trade. But that's what happens sometimes. You know, you got a level, but you can't just log without confirmation. I'm sure someone did have confirmation. Actually, let me see. Did we get confirmation there? Nah, I didn't have confirmation there. I didn't. But now we're getting moved back to the upside here. I know, right? These highs are messed up. What's the name of that indicator? It's just called TPO. Just search TPO in TradingView. Have you noticed your body improve from constant walking? All right, Ben Trades. Here's the thing. I can honestly say that no, I haven't seen my body improve from constant walking. All right. But here's the one thing I would say. All right. I always maintain a pretty lean, muscular physique, because I'm very intentional about my training, and I'm very intentional about my nutrition, all right? But here's the thing I would say about the treadmill. If you like to eat, and I like to eat, all right, I'm pretty sure I have something wrong with me where I don't feel satiated, okay? Because I could literally eat forever. Like, I could eat 2 whole large pizzas, and I'm not even kidding. And probably eat more. It's crazy, okay? If you like to eat and you hate restricting yourself, then this treadmill will allow you to eat as much as you want and not get fat. That's the main thing I like about it. Is that healthy? I don't know. I don't know, all right? But I can eat on average, if I'm on this treadmill like 3-4 hours in a day, I could literally eat as much as I want. Like on an average day, I eat like 5,500 calories, give or take, 5,500. That's pretty much how much I like to eat every day, right? And if I didn't walk on the treadmill, I'd be just as hungry. I could still eat that, right? So look, if you live a sedentary lifestyle and you don't care what you eat, I guarantee getting a treadmill will improve your body composition, because we're meant to move, right? We're meant to move. I would say, you know, more important than walking. Well, I'd say, yeah, walking is super important. I think everyone should go for a walk every day. Every day, people should go for a walk, at least half an hour, right? Half-hour walks at least once a day. But if you can do any kind of weightlifting, I think it's very, 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 very beneficial for everybody. You know? Yeah, weightlifting, that's the way to go. I'll tell you. You know? How old am I? I'm 33. Rendell, if you're always hungry, you eat higher fat. Yeah. I've tried it, man. Trust me, I've tried it, Rendell. I've tried it. And you know what? Do you want to know something? If I eat a high-fat, high-protein diet, and I've tried this, I've done this for months at a time. Trust me, I'm weird when it comes to diet. That's how I know how many calories I eat every day, right? I'm a little bit neurotic. My wife likes it better when I track my calories, because usually I'm a nicer person, because it means I'm more balanced. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm more balanced in life when I'm tracking my calories, because if I'm not tracking, it means I'm like neurotically addicted to something that I'm focused on, right? But yeah, so if I eat a high protein, high fat diet, keep the calories the same, yeah, I don't do well with that. I don't do well with that. I will still be hungry. I'll still want to eat carbs, man. So, shout out to Brandon Keys. Brandon Keys, he knows a thing or two about lifting weights. Can you buy the ExoChart templates without signing up to anything? I don't know. I know that they're in the Casper Crew Discord. Yeah, the chair is definitely a killer. Like right now, I'm walking so slow. I'm walking like 2.4 miles per hour. It's like I'm doing nothing basically. Yeah, lifting is the way for sure. But it's easy for me to say that because I absolutely love lifting weights. Yeah, you're a carnivore. You know, I've gone down that path. I'll be honest, I've been vegan for multiple months. I've been carnivore for multiple months. I currently believe that balance is key, right? I don't think vegetables are evil. You know, I think balance is key, honestly. That's what I really think. I think carnivore is a good elimination diet. I don't think humans were designed to be carnivorous. But I'm not going to deny the fact that animal products are the most nutrient-dense foods. I mean, I eat so many eggs every day. I eat lots of raw dairy every single day. Yeah, nutrient-dense foods, that's where it's at. Look, I know a lot of people who have done very well on carnivore. One thing I've noticed about people who go on the carnivore diet, they've had really bad health issues in the past, right? So they almost need to like overcompensate. I'm not saying everybody, but most people I know who have gone down the carnivore route, they had really bad autoimmune problems, and they healed themselves with the carnivore diet, right? And there's no denying the fact that animal foods are the most nutrient-dense foods you could possibly eat, right? And the most bioavailable. But I also know a lot of people who have gone carnivore, and then they've stopped being carnivore because it's just not balanced enough, right? You need some other stuff in there. You know, just first of all, I don't even believe that we evolved from monkeys, right? I don't believe that we evolved like from these like carnivorous kind of things, right? So my worldview, in a way, gives me a bias, right? I believe God created humans, and you know, from earliest recorded history, there's been people eating carbs, you know? So it just seems pretty strange. And another thing is, it would be very, very difficult to survive on a carnivorous diet, except for a few select places on the earth. You know, a few select places where the abundance of animal products are there. Everywhere else, it'd be impossible to survive. So it's just, you know, without a grocery store, how you gonna survive on a carnivore diet? Like, as a homesteader, for me, like, it's funny when I hear people talk about being vegan or carnivore. It's like, well, wait a second. Like, in North America, if you're surviving on your own land, if you actually want to survive, you got to eat meat and plants. You know, otherwise you're not gonna have food. Yeah, I don't believe in evolution. I don't believe in it, you know. I know it's a scientific fact. There's a lot of scientific facts I don't believe in, you know, so I guess that makes me stupid, but you know what? It is what it is. You know? It is what it is. Shout out to Michael Anthony, who's been carnivore for 6 years and getting healthier and stronger every day. Definitely lots of healing after decades of being overweight, pre-diabetic, and depressed. Meat heals. Yeah, I've heard this so many times, and you know what? I do not doubt that at all. Like, I know a lot of people who have healed themselves from diabetes, from actually full-blown type 2 diabetes, on a carnivore and or ketogenic diet, where the only plant foods they were eating were things like avocados and like oil and stuff like that, right? I have very good friends who, the guy healed himself with a diet like that, you know? Is this a trading channel? So yeah, I don't doubt it at all. But I know for a guy like me, like, you know, I feel like everybody's different, right? Everybody's body has different needs, right? I consider myself to be an athlete in a lot of ways. The degree to which I put my body through physical work, I think, requires carbohydrates. You know? What about aliens? So, like, what do you mean by aliens? Because I definitely believe that there's other beings out there that are not humans, and are not animals, that whose origins are on the Earth. You know, I think there's yeah, at least biblically, there's the whole heavenly host of beings, whatever those things are. That's right, trust the science. You know? Mr. Arvix thinks aliens created us. Yeah, a lot of people think that. Habib, he thinks God created us. I believe that as well. Bibrito says science is a religion. I think in a lot of ways it can be if you're using science to make philosophical claims, like about our origin, then yes, it does become a religion for certain. But there's certain aspects of science, you know, empiricism, the scientific method, that, you know, we can use to, like, observe things around us. How do I not believe in a fact? I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek, AI Wisdom. I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek here. You know what I'm saying? Rendell's a Christian. He still believes in evolution. We control the evolution of a dog to a wolf, for example. Yeah, look, I'm not here to debate anybody. I think that if you're a Christian and you are a theistic evolutionist, then all good on you for it. Like, you know, I don't think it's a make it or break it thing. I agree with Buick Mania that we were created in God's image. How do you catch the top so perfectly for a Bitcoin trade? Okay, so for that Bitcoin trade, right, that I'm short on Bitcoin from the exact top, I'll tell you exactly how I caught that move, all right? Now, a lot of it was by chance, all right? But basically, I was planning for it. I mean, this is the setup I gave this morning. I wanted to come up to 39K, the macro 618 fib, and reject from that level. I set a limit order there, and it just so happened to be at the exact high. And that sounds crazy, but yeah, I mean, look, this is the first thing I posted this morning, 8:08 in the morning. Hey y'all, we rejected from the trend line. If we get another push up, this is the short I'm looking for. Want to see bearish money flow on all these time frames as we hit the level? That's exactly what we saw. And that is exactly what we got. Would you look at that? Right from the level. And I just so happened to set my limit order. I front ran it, and it just so happened to be at the exact high. So that happens sometimes, right? But the nice thing about trades like this is the fact that you can set a limit order. And if I know, for example, I'm looking to reject from exactly that level, then I could take a short like that with a very tight stop, right? Like, let's say like a 0.15% stop loss. Limit order with a preset stop. It's a very low risk trade, because even if it goes like this, whoop, then you lose a very little. But you know it's a key level, and you see your confirmations forming, so you might as well say, you know what? I know it's a high probability that we get a little, at least a scalp from here. You know? What's my next level for rejection if we take these highs? 39,666. 39,666. Yeah, shout out to Theme Park Cody. You know, he knows how to stay healthy, this guy. He knows how to stay healthy. You know, just like you know, make sure don't forget to take Theme Park Cody's advice. And you know, I'm so thankful we have farmers to grow nice food for us, like this guy. Shout out to Ben. He says Yeshua. Praise Yeshua. Too bad MEXC doubled their fees. Well, here's the thing. If you hold 1,000 MEXC tokens, they will lower the fees back down to 0.01% for you, as you can see right here. Humans and chimps have 98.8% of the same DNA. Well, if you look into that a little bit, you'll see it's not really true. They were selective about what portions of the DNA they were comparing. So 98.8% of certain parts of the DNA are the same, but there's huge parts that are way different. But they left that part out. But even if humans and chimps had 98.8% of the same DNA, I don't think that really matters if we're talking about, did God create everything? Because, I mean, if you're creating things, I mean, you'd make certain things kind of similar and certain things a little different. You know what I'm saying? Butt cheeks forming on Chronos. Is the treadmill helping the calves? Unfortunately, Kevin R, no. Alright? I've always had really bad calves. And I'll admit, I neglect to train them because I dislike training them. And I train them maybe twice a week, alright? Maybe like 4 sets a week. Pathetic. Pathetic. Alright? I have horrible calves. Alright? I'm not Frankie Candles up in here. So... J-Boy Bush is literally a gorilla. Yeah, but you know what? I don't care that I have skinny calves, alright? I have pretty juicy quads. And that's all that counts, you know? Love the chicken icon. Yeah, Delete Crypto says, why couldn't God have created everything and evolution still took place? Yeah, that's a good point, you know? I mean, a lot of people believe that. I personally don't believe that. But, some people believe that. Yeah, so. So UHC is an atheist. Thinks if you're religious and happy, then good for you. Can't stand when people try and change the minds and debate. Yeah, I would say debates are pretty pointless to a large extent with this kind of stuff. I think discussions can be definitely very interesting and enlightening. I love when people discuss things just to, like, understand where other people are coming from, you know? And also to help you understand more so your own view, or refine your view, or even change your view. I mean, let's be honest. We've all changed our views on things throughout the years if we're thinking things through. But, yeah, I think there's a place and time for debates, and it's not meant... It's never a good idea to try and debate somebody randomly, right? You kind of have to be seeking for that information. If you're interested in hearing a debate, then there's a time and a place for it. You know? Where is my take profit on the Bitcoin short? Well, I've already taken a profit one on the Bitcoin short at the value area high of the range, which was right around here. Alright. Right around this level. Right here. Alright. Taking out most of my trade right around here. This was the value area high of the old range. Alright. And so for me now, I'm not going to take any more profit on this short. It will get stopped out at a $1,200 win if we pump. And I am not taking more profit because there's a chance this could be the top. And that's the way I trade, right? Once I guarantee I'm not going to lose money, then I care about making money. And once I know I've made money, I do not care. This trade for me is as good as closed. This trade for me is as good as closed right now. Meaning, I don't have any stress or worry about what could be or not be with this open trade because it's already a win. Plus, I'm in 3 Bitcoin longs. So for me, I'd rather keep it open with the chance that we could dump than close it out now or set another take profit a little bit lower And let's say I set my second take profit at these lows, and then it just so happens that this was the top. Now we're back at 25K, and I wasted all this 4 Bitcoin position size. Could have made tens of thousands, but I closed it out for 2K. I'd rather say, you know what, I made money. Let me be satisfied. I'm either going to make money, or this could turn into a really nice swing trade. You know? If we don't get the climb before the weekend, do you think the low volume could bring us to new highs? Oh, could bring us lower. Yeah, weekends are wild cards, Life with Joy in Victoria. The low volume means people can move the market with less money. You know, even some traders in the Casper crew could probably move the market on the weekend volume. So yeah, it could go either way. It could go either way. I'd be a little bit more biased toward upside, because lately the low volume weekends have been bringing us more upside here. Let's check out the order flow. See if anything interesting is happening. Nope. Open interest on the decline. This little move up so far has been a short squeeze here. We can tell because we had shorts basically opening up this entire way, and then they've all closed out on this little move up. So we had a lot of shorts opening up here. They actually held through the drawdown, and then most of those guys closed their position right down here for a small profit. So a lot of people shorted here, took profit here. We can see them closing out. Casper Crew did move Dark Shield, that's for sure. Yeah. Shout out to Ben Trades. Bought a small treadmill. 37 likes for giveaway. Nah, we're not doing the giveaway, Sunshine. We had time limits on it, because if I don't do the time limits, people get a like bot, and that's really bad for the algos, man. It's really bad for the algos. Descending triangle forming on the lower time frames for Bitcoin? Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. You could say it. I guess you could say it. Yeah, I mean, look, if we take this low again, then we look down to the golden pocket. We could continue down here, right? I mean, look, we go back in time, and we do see the, look, a lot of these highs have been significant moves downward. You know, look at this one. This was a significant move down. This was a significant move down. This could be another significant move down, but until we lose this low, I'm still thinking that it's more bullish than bearish. Once we lose that low, then I say that opens up the door for more downside, because that's a high time frame change of market structure that is breaking the pattern, and the pattern I'm talking about is the rising wedge, right? We could even extend this back more. So once we take this low, that's officially now breaking the pattern of this rising wedge, which is a breakdown, which means we look for a retest and more downside, right? Something like this. And I'll bet, you know, that's probably going to be the golden pocket 786 area, which also is just a beautiful support resistance flip, right? All this stuff here, resistance once, twice, 3 times. We get the whoopsie daisy, fake out, lower low, back to the same area of resistance, golden pocket, for a move to the downside. That's what we like to see. Alright, so Pineapple Love says, people don't realize that Bitcoin is going up to 40K. This is not prediction, not TA, it's energy forecast. It has already happened. Just watch soon. I'm in a 3x long Bitcoin from 37K. Well, Pineapple Energy, you could be right. Alright? I'm also in a long from 37.4. 60x. Alright, so look, man. If we pump, I'm all for it. I'm literally all for it. But look, the reason why I'm holding this short is because I planned for the short and I got my confirmations to short at this level. And so, it is what it is. What did I see to enter the short? So this, right? It was a key level, right? This morning when I woke up, when I looked at the chart, $39,000, the macro log scale 618. I wanted to see money flow coming lower on the 12-minute, momentum wave coming lower on the 12-minute. Drew what I wanted to see. We come over to trading view. And let's see here. Look at that, okay? We came up to the macro 618, 39K. And what do we see on the 12-minute? We wanted to see what? We want to see the money flow getting lower, like this. And we want to see the momentum wave being lower than the first one, like this. That's what we saw. That's what we did. You know? It's about extrapolating. This is why I'm always here making what-if scenarios, right? People are like, Jason, you're always making all these different scenarios. They don't tell us anything that's going to happen. Well, I don't know what the heck is going to happen, guys. But I can look at a chart and say, if price comes here, and if market cipher looks like this, then I'm going to take a short. And if price comes here and market cipher doesn't look like this, I don't take a short. It's that simple. You know, then I'm not worried about pineapple love with the energy vibes, trying to energy my way up to 40K. Like, maybe that works sometimes for you. All right? But that's just not how I trade, all right? If it works for you, good for you. C19 crash incoming, maybe. How do you join the VIP? Go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Did I wait for a 12-minute candle close? No, I don't wait for candle closes. I limit it into the trade. I limit it in. I set a limit order there. Because as we were pumping, it looked so dang good that I said, you know what? I said, you know what? Let me just set the limit there. It's a low risk. I'm looking for a rejection right from the level. Right? So I already know in advance. Like, here's the thing, like, you have to understand about setting limit orders. You can set them with a predetermined stop loss in case it just goes straight through. But because you have planned it in advance, you know how much you're going to lose if this trade gets stopped out. Right? How much was this trade going to lose if it got stopped out? About 1% of my trading account. A little bit less. Right? And so, no big deal. I'm in 3 longs. You know, calculated risk, good risk to reward ratio. Now it's a guaranteed profit. I don't wait for the candle close. If I see my confirmations to join the Discord, do you need Market Cipher? No, you don't. In fact, a lot of guys in the Discord don't even use Market Cipher. We all have our own style of trading, right? So, like, Boyan, he trades in here. He doesn't use Market Cipher at all, right? But he also does live streams every day. He's given his setups every day for crypto, for stocks. He trades the ES, trades the NASDAQ, all this stuff, man. He's an amazing trader, actually. He doesn't use Market Cipher. White Phoenix does not use Market Cipher. He's doing the same exact thing. Giving all his TA, giving all his setups, live streaming every single day. He does not use Market Cipher either. And a lot of guys in here don't, but a lot of guys do, right? So you'll definitely learn a lot in here. We even have a whole beginner section. Like, literally has a course in here. Like, with assignments to do to make sure you understand all this stuff. Like, it literally has a mini trading course in here. With videos of me explaining stuff. Support and resistance, market structure, risk management, CBD divergences, chickens drinking water, back testing. All this kind of stuff in here. Alright, we have the journey, which is like a spot trading thing. And then, of course, we've got the TA channels where I post my charts. You can import. I post my Bitcoin TA, my ETH and altcoin TA, my stock market TA. We got Boyan's channel in here. We got Boyan's stocks and forex channel. We got White Phoenix. Bitcoin, altcoins. You know, we do multiple live streams a day in here. Asia Open, New York Open, London Open. Most days we do 3. We're not doing it every day right now with all 3, but we're working on it. Because we just lost, well, I don't know if we've lost, but somebody's on hiatus. But yeah, it's a good community. I think so. I think it's the best. But I'm biased. Of course I'm biased. Yeah, JasonCasperTrading.com. VIP Discord, also the courses. Right over here, you can take White Phoenix's course, his whole approach to trading, my scalping course, order flow course, intro to crypto trading course. You can book a session here with Boyan, with White Phoenix. I'm currently not taking them now, but I do in the winter. And yeah, that's it. I should put a step counter on the stream. Will everyone stop ignoring you if you buy the VIP? I don't know, man. Like, I don't mean to ignore you. It's just there's a lot of messages in the chat, you know? Shout out to J Money, says best community. Solid community, says Remy. J-Boy Boy says the best. Is the Discord price the same as old for previous members? Yeah, so if you were in there at any point, it's $20 less than it is if you're new. Yeah, we grandfather you into the old price. And look, the new price, $65 a month, that's cheap. I'll be honest with you. Like, compared to the amount of value that we give out in this Discord for the price, you could pay 4 times that and get less in these other groups. So it's a good value, in my opinion. How do I feel about Coinbase stock? I'm actually bullish on it. I think it can pump up more, but I think we can get a pullback from here, and I'm looking to long the next local support. Shout out to Splashfire Films. Okay, if you try to rejoin, you got to open up a ticket, and they will fix the price for you. Did I look at Jesus Coin? Yeah, I looked at it. We looked at it. We talked about it. I gave my thoughts on it. Am I coming to Nashville? Nah, I don't do conferences, guys. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. Like, I don't really care about like the crypto space. I don't give a crap. I'll be honest with you. I know, you know, people get super hyped into it. That's just not who I am, you know. I'm a homebody. I want to be here on the homestead. I don't care about networking. I don't. I do what I do. I like what I do. It is what it is. You know, I do this for fun. I'm not trying to, like, be anything extraordinary. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jumpman Crypto. You the man, bro. You're shorting Matic. It has hit resistance, says Lemon Yemen. We could take a look at Matic real quick. Are you talking about this CDW, this liquidity grab right here of the daily candle? Yeah, I would be a little careful shorting it. That's just I don't see a real nice level here, to be honest with you. I would be a little careful shorting it. What resistance? You know, but don't listen to me. If you have a plan, I literally have done no TA on MEXC, so I have no... If you've been watching this thing, I just don't see a clear level of resistance. I see we're below a golden pocket, but 24-minute money flow is getting real thick here with that divergence, so it makes me a little cautious. Let's go to the 4-hour. Yeah, I don't see any bearish divs on the 4-hour. I would be a little careful, like, you know? Do I know Tino? Of course I know Tino. I love Tino. I know Tino. The Casper crew meetup. Yeah, maybe someday we'll get something together. We'll get something together someday. Matic has been ranging that resistance all morning, no longer interests me. Says Bob Veritas. What do I think of Nexa? I don't know. Never heard of it. Shout out to Aaron G. Alright guys, man, it's been 2 hours. I have to head out. It's a Friday night. Alright, got stuff to do. I gotta prepare for tomorrow. Man, God bless everybody. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I love each and every one of you. May God bless each and every one of you. In Jesus' name, even if you're not religious. May the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. May He turn His face towards you and give you wholeness. And I'll see everybody next week. Peace!